Welcome back to the Alpha Platform. Before we get started, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for supporting the Wolfman. Thank you for supporting your queer black content creators. We greatly appreciate it. Today, I've been featuring throuples on my channel for quite some time, giving my, words of wisdom, my advice about the situations to my audience and younger gay men specifically. And I'm going to bring you guys another throuple story today. However, this one's going to be a little bit different. We got an interracial couple, I believe a white man, maybe a Jewish man with a black man. They're going to talk about their experience in a throuple and how they got ghosted in the end. And I'm going to give my commentary as we go. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Wolf is back. Like I said, let's go. As promised, we're back with a part 2 from our throuple story. This is from Checkout John on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go and show support. It's called, once again, our throuple story, The Breakup from Love to Ghosted. Let's get into it.
This is the part where Chris ghosted us.
So in the last video, we told you that we got
check out part 1, by the way.
And by the end of the video, we told you as husbands,
on my channel,
ghosted by the third person.
It didn't feel good to be ghosted. No. For me, what about for you?
No, it didn't feel good for me either.
Welcome to part 2. This video will be all about what happened since the ghosting.
We didn't want to get online and make this video. Everyone wants to look cool on the X online. You want to look like, I never even thought about you. I didn't spend 2 seconds or drop a tear for you. But the truth is, we boohoo cried. I always made fun of people that cry on camera. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of get it. And then we got into a really bad argument. Chris went in the room for 3 days and he got on a flight. We have not talked or seen each other since then. For some people, 6 months is long enough to get married, is long enough to...
So what were they arguing about? That's all I want to know. What were you guys arguing about? If you're going to be honest, then be honest. What were you guys arguing about? I guarantee you it was something regarding the dynamic of the throuple relationship and how that person was not feeling it or felt a way about X, Y, and Z. Be honest. You're going to come up and, go on YouTube and do the YouTube thing. You got to be honest, bro. You got to be authentic because you're influencing people to take this route. And that's my only hiccup with this. You're trying to influence people to take this route, and I'm telling y'all, it's leading y'all to disaster and destruction. This is only cute when you're younger, but when you get into your 50s and whatnot, this stuff is tiresome. It's like it's just a cop out from doing the work to keep the intimacy alive in your monogamous relationship.
Finally sleep together. We did that on the first night.
Welcome to another episode of Cousin Confidential, where I will be sharing all of my business, no filters.
But you know what? Last night when I was grocery shopping, I was thinking about what somebody in the comments said. There's 3 of y'all to split bills. 3 of y'all to carry the groceries in. 3 of y'all in the bedroom. But on days like these, it's 3 of y'all with a different opinion. Right, even though we got it, Chris, this ain't no E. Kane Chris. No shade, but y'all know what I'm saying.
So we had our first argument. Well, this ain't really the first one. This is the part where Chris ghosted us. Before we got ghosted, there were signs that Chris was pulling away. And I wasn't able to see those looking at it because we were in the cupcake stage. But past the ghosting part, I am able to see that there were little hints that he was about to do the dash. And as an avoidant, I know that ghosting sometimes isn't even about the other person. It's just literally going so that you can get in your own cave and focus on that. Not focus on you, not focus on you. As good as things were, there were nights where we had arguments just like in any other relationship. This time it just was 3 people arguing. So it was a little bit much in the end. We ended things on a very intense night.
Doing the paint a family member trend, except we break up at the end.
Now, believe it or not, this is supposed to be me. I know, it looks just like me. And my husband, an artiste. Now, this one's supposed to be him. Here's the thing, though. The person painting him was introduced to you guys a few weeks ago as someone we met on the cruise and started dating for the last 6 months and was now a part of our relationship. But kind of how this night went. It started out on a high, but ended in confusion. I am confusion.
We were watching Straight Outta Compton. We had made pizza together, and then we got into a really bad argument. Chris went in the room for 3 days, and he got on a flight. We have not talked or seen each other since then.
Wow.
So when did you realize that he was first pulling away?
I didn't realize he was first pulling away until he left. 8 months passed, and I had a lot of processing time on my own to be like, okay, when we first started arguing, I started getting a different version of Chris. I started to get more of a reserved, protected version of him. I noticed in the mornings when he did his morning poops, he would go to the further bathroom to kind of be by himself instead of pooping with the door open. As another avoidant, whenever I need my space, I would choose a further bathroom. Or I would go,
bro, what? Why are you putting that dude business out like that? We don't need to know all that. Like, the dude was just not feeling the throuple relationship. Like, he just realized he deserved better, wanted more, deserved a full commitment from a man, didn't want to be a side piece, didn't want to be pumped and dumped, didn't want to be a jump off, didn't want to be the third wheel. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all.
Oh, bury myself in work and then only hang out with you a little bit. I've done that to you too.
Yeah.
Or I would go to the gym by myself and say, hey, let's not go to the gym together today. I want to go by myself. What about you? Did you realize he was pulling away?
I realized that day in the morning before we had the argument that he was acting a little distant. But I didn't know it was gonna end up like that. I just felt like he was overwhelmed or with something, but I didn't expect it, to be honest. But I felt him pulling away a little bit.
Because you told me he went to the pool that day and you had asked him, is everything good? And he didn't really answer, so he was so you kind of knew something was up.
Mm-hmm.
I always made fun of people that cry on camera. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of get it. I kind of get it now. But how has this relationship changed the way that you love today? Maybe that's love for yourself, love for others, love for Chris, the person that maybe it would be easy to hate. Do you still love him?
Of course I love him. I feel like I love harder. I also have built walls around me because...
Let me correct y'all. 6 months is not a long time. In my opinion, not long enough of a time to say I love this person. It takes 2 years to get to know someone. Y'all were only living with that man for about, I would say, let's say 2-3 months max, 3 months max. Y'all never knew that man. Y'all never knew that man. Y'all knew his representative, his doppelganger, but you guys did not know him enough to say, oh, I love him. Like, you love each other. You guys have been together 10 years. You know each other. But that dude is a whole different story. So to say you love him, no. You were infatuated. You had a new toy to play with around the house, and that's what you liked. You enjoyed. And the fact that he ghosted y'all and rejected y'all is what y'all, really crying about, because y'all never saw it that way. Y'all thought y'all was the head honchos. Y'all thought y'all was those dudes and whatnot. And y'all never thought that this younger dude would end up, seeing the light and leaving y'all instead of vice versa, instead of y'all leaving him. So the fact that y'all got rejected was bothering y'all, not the fact that you loved him and he left. It's the rejection in my eyes. It's the rejection.
Of that.
So what does that mean?
Because of the living like that, I feel like I don't trust people. I feel like people is gonna leave at any time, and that's what kind of fucked me up. But I feel like I also love harder.
So without getting too deep, you feel like maybe this kind of created a fear of abandonment?
Yeah.
You don't want to get left again?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So for you guys thinking about thruples, this dude has a solid relationship with this dude here, but the new partner entering the scene gave him abandonment issues and trust issues. So it's like, on top of the drama you have with your regular dude, your husband, the one you're building your life with, you have to worry about other people coming to the picture and then giving you more abandonment, trust issues, rejection issues, whatever you're struggling with, tapping into that. So that's never been told to me before. So I like the fact that he mentioned it, but it's like, do you want those additional problems in your life? Do you want to deal with more trust issues, more abandonment issues, because you brought in the third person was like, I'm out of here. But you could have just focused on what you have with your husband and not feel like you have trust issues and abandonment issues, because this dude is solid and he's stable and he's sticking by your side. So it's like, what is the positive? What is the benefit of bringing in a third person? I still don't see it. Unless it's about bills and paying money, I still don't see it. I just don't see it.
Ghosting is something that kind of scares you. So do you wish that he handled it a little bit differently? Do you understand him leaving? Do you wish
I understand why he left. I understand why he left, how he left.
But it did affect you. It did affect me too. But I was the one that used to ghost people. I feel like some of this relationship was my own karma, because a lot of the things that he did, I've done to other people. And being on the receiving end of it, I was able to understand, okay, it doesn't feel good when you do this to someone. But when I ghosted people in the past, I always validated the reason as to why I ghosted them as to, you don't need an explanation. You don't need this, you don't need that. We're all grown and I'm not explaining it to another grown person. You know what you did. But
see, look, this is the type of man you want to stay away from. This dude is just, I hate to, and I'm not being judgmental. Once again, we listen, we don't judge. But look at what he just explained. he would ghost people in the past, and when they would ask for closure, he would say, it's not my responsibility to give you closure. You're an adult. You know what you did. No, bro. People don't know what they're doing. You need to explain to them what they did wrong to you. That's part of being a man. That's part of communicating what your boundaries are and what your boundaries are not. Like, you need to start communicating. And him being an avoidant, I don't know how you can be an avoidant and be in a throuple when you don't know how to deal with your emotions. You don't want to even deal with your emotions. So that means in my eyes, you don't know how to communicate properly. You don't have proper communication channels. It's definitely not healthy enough to have a throuple. So the fact that you were ghosting people that way and giving them that kind of like brush off, oh, figure it out on your own. I don't care how you feel that you got ghosted. It's on you. I'm doing me. It's my time now. Like, that type of selfish attitude. I feel no ways about what happened to you, bro. I feel no ways.
Sometimes you don't know what the issue is, and sometimes whether you're the ghoster or ghosty, we all played a role in what went down. So I am appreciative of our relationship with Chris because it taught me about me. Like I told you guys, the thing I fell in love with in him was I saw myself in him. I felt understand. And this, I didn't even think I was going to ever share this with anyone, but a month before the cruise ship, I prayed to God to show me who I was. You know how you sometimes get curious as an artist or just as a person, and you want to know what you look like, what other people see when they see you. So I kept praying, asking, show me who I am. And this entire experience, I got to see how I treat people, how I react when people treat me nice or when people treat me wrong, how I react when I'm in love and I want to protect people and protect things. I didn't just have one person that I was in love with, that I was living with. I had two people, and no matter where I looked, I was in love. And I do still love this person. I'm not going to get online and act like I don't. And I do still see him everywhere I look, and I see love. I see him, and I want to share those things with him.
Now, I just cannot imagine sitting next to my husband saying this stuff about another man. I can't. In my mind, this dude is the problem. He is a problem in the relationship. And he is everything that I dislike about gay men. Everything. You know, the attitude, the insistence on, I'm going to have my cake and eat it too. Disrespecting your dude. Like, he just represents the type of man that I dislike, and I would never want to recommend anyone in my channel to kind of date or entertain or whatnot. He just represents a lot of things that I don't like about gay men. He is it, pretty much. He represented.
So whether it's flowers that we used to buy for each other or roses, I see him now in sunflowers, which is my new favorite flower. Or it's in cruise ships or things that we used to do. I still see Chris and I still see Yvonne.
I hear his name on every damn movie that we play.
But when it comes to love in itself, I love myself better in the sense of the person I was when I met Chris, the person that I aligned with, the things I used to do and the things I would tolerate. I am no longer that person. So the things I used to go through and allow, I'm not willing to go through in that area. I'm just going to choose better for myself. So I'm able to love myself better. I'm also able to love my partner better because I'm showing up as a better version of me, the best version of me. And in doing so, I've been attracting better things into my life. Little things like micro ghosting, going to the gym instead of talking about things with Yvonne. I used to do that before Chris. So are we gonna start going?
Oh my God, what to say?
Before Christ and after Christ. But we're not the couple that's gonna get online and say we were with a third. We hate his guts. His dick was little. It wasn't little, by the way. No. And I know you're watching this like, damn, these fools is still in love with this guy.
Yeah.
And after all of that, we decided to spend the summer in Spain healing. So it was much needed. During the summer, I focused on myself, but this one over here was watching that dude's stories. I wasn't.
I miss it.
So we even no caller ID'd him. Mm-hmm. Yes, we did.
I was like, hello?
But me being an avoidant, I didn't.
Y'all called that dude on private? Come on, bro. Like, on private? We doing we bringing back the early 2000s now? Like, y'all playing on this dude's phone? Like, just give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Leave the past behind. Let me quit playing. Let's let that continue.
I didn't want to hear anything about him. I didn't want to know nothing that was going on. And he would fill me in and say, this is what's going on. His hair grew. And I was just like, I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know nothing. And the truth is, I was avoiding all of that because I didn't want to feel that I was still feeling this person. I was in the middle of denial. We fell in love with him, and we do still love him. That fucked me up. But today, if there was one thing you could say to Chris, what would you say?
Hey, whenever you can, you know where the door is. You can knock. But that's it. I don't know what I would say.
Bro, that is
I don't know
so
what I would
funny.
say. I feel like
This sounds like a sex thing. This sounds like they just wanted to have an additional sexual partner, and that's what they're really missing. And sometimes we as gay men, we can mistake lust for love. When this is really lust, it is not love. It is not love. So the fact that they're stalking him and, you know, playing on his phone and whatnot, this is out of lust. This is some controlling type behavior. This is, you belong to us. You know, you should be a part of our dynamic here. But that man don't want y'all. That man wants to move on. He probably wants to be in a monogamous relationship. And I want to hear his side of the story. So if Chris ever comes out, I'm going to feature him on my channel. We're going to talk about it.
what I want to say, I cannot say it. What would you say, John? Eh?
So today, all I would really say is koi, huk, yao. And remember, guys, to pronounce the J as a Y, because that's something I'm learning. It means I love you in Lao. I've been learning Lao whenever I can because it's something that reminds me of you every single day. And it's just as difficult as you are.
It is pretty hard.
But today, but to finish my sentence, I hope you're doing well. And I want to thank you for making me want to be a better person. None of it went any way that I had planned. I didn't plan to get on a cruise ship and to fall in love with someone. I didn't plan to move in together after 6 months. And I didn't plan for us to break up, not talk to each other. But in the times while we were together, in the times where I was missing you, in the times where we were on FaceTime, taught me that I have a heart for one. Every single time you meet someone in life, whether they're rubbing you the wrong way or y'all hit it off, I want to let you know that you're meeting a mirror. And that love is a pretty cool feeling and that I shouldn't run from it. You also made me realize that maybe I wasn't being the best version of myself to myself or to others, you included. But now that I know everything, I am able to do that. So it's kind of like a wake-up call. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We didn't want to get online to make this video. Everyone wants to look cool on their ex online. You want to look like, I never even thought about you. I didn't spend 2 seconds or drop a tear for you. But the truth is, we boohoo cried around the house. For months. We've played sad songs. There's certain songs we still can't play on the TV because it reminds us of where we were. But the truth is, I didn't want to wait until I'm 100% healed on a situation before I talk about it. You're never going to be 100% healed on anything. I wish I got online and posted about this and been honest in the past, but instead I spent months angry, subtweeting, hating. So hopefully those that are thinking about getting in a throuple, we still are pro throuple. Get into the throuple. If you have two people that you like and care about, and that care about you right back, get into the throuple. This is not the story that's telling you not to do it. Mm-hmm. Because still to this day, even after we broke up, there is more good moments than there were bad moments.
And we discovered that we were polyamorous.
We did discover we were polyamorous through this entire experience. But we're releasing this video. If it comes out of the drafts, if you're seeing this, it's a good sign. We're releasing this video today to maybe help someone that's going through a breakup, those people that are maybe at a rough patch in a relationship.
Okay, bro, we get it. So we get why you're releasing the video. We understand what happened. If you guys have not done so already, please check out my part 1 of where I reviewed their, how they met that dude and, how things went down and whatnot. Hate is a strong word, but I severely dislike their message. I dislike what they're teaching the younger gays. I dislike the fact that they are not talking about the cons that come with thruples. I dislike how they're not talking about the arguments they've had regarding throuple situations and how that dude snuck out in the middle of the night to go meet the dude they ended up being in a throuple with, while this dude right here, the white dude right here, was sleeping. So the black dude was going till 5 a.m. The white dude went to sleep at 10 p.m. So you can imagine how he woke up and he was blasting his dude's phone, like, where are you at, my husband? Like, you're my husband. Where are you at? Why are you not in bed? Coming to find out, this dude is entertaining, the dude they were in a throuple with, getting to know him, holding hands, probably about to smash that dude. I don't know. But his husband was nowhere around. So it's like, we need to be honest. And, notice how at the end of the day, they still went through emotional trauma and damage from a throuple situation. Like, people be acting like thruples are the answer to monogamy. All monogamy problems. Thruples are not the answer. They just cause more problems. These people are crying and begging and blowing up the phone and IG stalking a dude that's not even in their relationship. You know, so do y'all want to take on that extra baggage, that extra emotional energy and mental energy? Do y'all want to do it? If so, then I encourage you to do what they did. You know, join the throuple revolution, whatever you want to join. But one man is enough. One man is enough baggage to deal with. You know, you should always be willing to invest in your relationship with your husband. There's ways to spice things up. I've talked about it in part 1. But the disrespect, I'm not here for it. The laziness, I'm not here for it. Leading people, especially younger gays, astray, I'm not here for it. Sneaking out, being an avoidant, I'm not here for it. You know, I saw balloons that say 29. 29 means you have a fully developed frontal cortex, meaning you are an adult and you know how to make informed decisions and you know how to think critically. With all that in mind, I just don't understand why you felt like this is a good decision to make, both y'all. I just don't get it. I don't understand why. It gives to me like, if I don't go along with it, if this dude didn't go along with what this black dude wanted to do, oh, we're gonna end up breaking up because I'm gonna end up cheating on you, blah blah. So instead of cheating on you, I'm just gonna, you know, let's have a throuple, let's have an open relationship. I'm not with it. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the fairy tales that people are putting out here about these situations. Give me honesty. Like Paul Revere said, give me honesty or give me death. Now, that's not literally what he said. He said, give me liberty or give me death. But anyhow, yeah, it's like, it's too much. It's too much. And like, once again, be honest. I want to hear about the arguments you guys have because the dude is stepping out or this dude crossed the boundary. I want to hear the honest details about the situation. What happened with the dude that you were in throuple with Chris? Why did he leave? What were you guys arguing about? Because I guarantee you it was about the dynamic between the three of y'all, and he didn't want that anymore. So he started mentally pulling himself out of that situation because it's not fun to be a third wheel. Who wants to be a third wheel? You can never get the dude's fully undivided attention. Full undivided attention. You'll never get it. And who's to say they'll stop at a throuple? You know, why not make it a four people party? I had to be careful about what I say on YouTube. Well, you know why let's just add 5 people to the mix. What about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I don't know, but it's like, when does it stop? When is one man enough? If one man's not enough, 2's not enough. When are you ever going to be satisfied? When are you ever going to look and take an inventory within yourself and say, hey, I have a problem. You know, I may be a sex addict. You know, I may have an issue with intimacy. I may, like you say, he's an avoidant. I may have an issue with intimacy. I may have some trauma I need to resolve. But just jumping in thruples and let's add a 4th, 5th, 6th party to like make up for what you should be doing inside, the healing that you should be doing inside. I'm not here for it. And once again, I dislike the message we older gay men are giving to younger gays because we're doing them a disservice. Most people, I believe in my heart, truly, most gay men want monogamy. And this is why I have the Alpha platform, to show you how to live within a monogamous relationship with another man, how to spend decades with that man and not cheat, not step out, how to keep your sex life exciting. So when people tell me, oh, you know, I just wanted to sleep with a new partner, I just want to, you know, go out there and experiment, I don't get it. I still don't get it to this day. You know, most of my sexual history comes from my husband. So my desire is for that man because that man is the only man that has put it down in a way that I actually liked. Many of you guys don't know this, but my husband was the first person I had an orgasm with. The first person to make me have an orgasm was my husband. That was the chain. Intimacy, sex is literally the chain that keeps your marriage together. And when you share that with other people, you are asking for a recipe of disaster. All right, bros, what do you guys think about my commentary? Do you agree with what I had to say about thruples? Have you ever been in a throuple situation? If so, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. But Wolf is back. Wolf Pack. Take care. Peace.
I don't wanna see a nigga bluff, nigga kill, nigga up. Nigga, what's up? Nigga, what's good? You and they can't, I still trap in the hood. Cell phone bang all night, so I'ma get to it all night. Then on the weekends, so they try to catch flights. With another bitch, nigga, really I might. I never stand, nigga, dare, nigga, flap a nigga, rob a nigga, chop a nigga, brother, nigga, tell a nigga, real a nigga, fuck, real a nigga, spill a nigga. I'ma beat a nigga, never feed a nigga, never fear a nigga, never need a nigga, cut a nigga, bust a nigga, can't fuss nigga.